to bring to you a young man that we can call him a legend. We can call him so many things, man. We know him because he's been around the world on so many stages, so many movies. He's mentored so many comedians and done so much. We know him as Uncle Rodney. We know him as the blind cab driver. You know, I mean, he's just out there in a major way. But on story time, we like to let people tell their story about their humble beginnings. We like to find out and go deeper behind the stage, you know, behind the curtain, and find out about the human being. We want to find out about that man that's been married 24 years and has those 5 daughters and that son, and talk about
25
those
years.
things. Is it 25 now? Okay, it's been 25. So listen, Mr. Perry, I thank you so much. And first and foremost, I just want to tell you, we are humbled. We are honored to have you here today. And we just thank you for putting us on your schedule. And we would love it if you would tell the people just a little bit about the Rodney that they don't know. That little boy Rodney before he became the Rodney Perry we know. Tell us who Rodney Perry is, the little boy before he became the comedian.
Oh, shoot, I don't know, man. I guess that's a great question. A little buck tooth kid on the south side of Chicago growing up. Um, uh, love my mom, raised by my mother and my stepfather. Uh, I'm the product of I'm an outside child, as they used to say.
Yeah.
My mother became in love with my father, who was married, and but it was a love relationship. So I was born out of love, and the part of my family that I didn't grow up with is where the comedy lives.
Mm-hmm.
You know, a lot of the people on that side of the family are big, gregarious people. You know, big, funny men and women. And
Mm-hmm.
so I've had a chance to meet those people over the last probably 5 or 6 years.
Wow. So when you were a little boy and you were in school and you were dreaming about what you wanted to be when you grow up, was you dreaming about being a comedian, Rodney? Was you the class clown?
I was dreaming about being a comedian. I was not the class clown. You know, I grew up in Chicago. Everybody's funny. You know, a lot of my peers. You know, when you grow up in Chicago, your mama funny, your granddaddy funny, your uncle funny. You know, everybody's funny. So there were people that were funny to me, but I had that thing that needed to be on stage in front of people, which
And
is
how
the
did you know
look.
that? How did you know you had it? Did somebody tell you that? Did somebody speak it into your life, or you just felt it?
I just knew it. I knew it. My family would have you know, parties at the crib, and they would listen to party records, Richard Pryor and Miles Mabley, and it was amazing to me how whoever that was on the album could captivate this room, and that was my early years of being enamored with comedy.
Wow, wow. So in those earlier years, who did you look up to? Who was the comedian that made you say, I want to do that?
Definitely Richard Pryor. You know, Richard Pryor was still too lofty for me though. So once I became aware of Eddie Murphy, that's when I had a real person to attach to my dream.